one of the things that I do is I'm a low voltage electrician as well. So we own the feed store here in Blakely, Georgia, and now I find myself in some really strange but cool places. We are up in our town courthouse. But what we're doing today is we're trying to install cameras around. Well, actually one more camera, but we find ourselves in some pretty cool places. I believe this thing was built early 1900s, late 1800s. I'd have to come back with some information about that, but it is sprinkled. But these are some really old wood joists right here. You can see where somebody's actually even repaired this window at one point. But we got to get through this wall so we can put a camera in there. We might catch criminals hidden around our square, you know, possibly. Oh, there goes Tucker. He's coming through. Long climb, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yep. This is one heck of a big place to be. All right, so we are right now, I was on my lift earlier, and I know that somewhere around 85 inches, which is about right here, but I'm also basing it on where the camera's gonna be on the outside. I believe it's gonna be somewhere between here. Now, I'm definitely hoping that my measuring skills are correct. We've done this on 3 sides, but that was about 2 years ago, and those are working great. Now we're going to go on the south side here, and it's kind of just more or less, it's sort of a guess, but I have done quite a bit of measuring. But this, you know, I'm probably going to be within 5-6 inches, but I've got probably 10 to play with. So here we go. Let's put this on hammer. We'll see what we got. All right, I'm through the first little layer of bricks. Sometimes I'll have somebody on the outside kind of looking to make sure that, hey, if you see a drill bit come outside of the building, you're going to start screaming. Of course, it's too late then. But one of the problems also is, this is the longest one we had available. We ran down the hardware store to get this. We keep electric drills for big jobs like this, and getting electricity over to this spot's no fun. So, and you know it, not enough drill bit. So I think I'm actually through. I tried, you know, just using this, and it keeps going. So, and then I get my head down there in the readers, and I see light. You know, I've been doing this a long time though. 51 years old, by the way, and I started doing some of this stuff first summer after 4th grade with my granddad and my uncle, back when 4th graders could climb 100-foot tall towers with no type of harness or anything. Back when you rode in the backs of trucks to get to the job, because the adults rode in the front seat. We didn't have all those extended cab 4-door type trucks like we use today. Tucker, I believe what I'm gonna have to do is go get on the lift, and you're gonna have to get me this wire right here, and then we'll pull it back for the camera. But I think this is gonna work. I'll tell you something real important when you're climbing in an attic or whatever, and you just have to remember to change it down in the south, because people think you're trying to be crazy. But when I'm climbing an attic, I'm gonna do this right here, because now I got clear view above my head. I can't tell you how many times I've near about knocked myself out, because see, I can't even see the camera right now. It's somewhere above me. Right now, you can see my eyes, I can see you. But I'm 51 and I'm slowing down a lot, getting around in these areas like this. But I'll show you just kind of, for me, you know, being limber, you know, getting my leg right up here like this and pulling on up. You see how far that is of a stretch. It's just been one of those things where I've been doing it all my life, carrying drills and going through places like this, gaining skills over the years. Now, one thing you'll notice is we have sprinkler pipe here. You're not supposed to put any weight on sprinkler pipe. So when I go through here, I'm gonna have to use my elbows, just like that, not touching that. And then, I mean, I'm just using my telephone to get under here. But these are kind of some of the areas I gotta crawl in, which, again, after doing this my whole life, I'm able to get on through, knowing where there should be boards, be able to gravel. And look at all that up there. Isn't that beautiful? Some of these beams here, just pretty amazing. See how it was built. Now this has been renovated several times. It's hard to tell what kinds of things were added. It gets even better over in here, in my opinion. You can really see these big trusses. Actually, I just remembered I've got to show Riker where he has to go in order to get the wire. You doing all right over there? Yeah.
Oh, yes, sir.
Good job. So you can see the step you don't want to take. I'm assuming they use this as a service entrance for maybe all this air conditioning stuff up here. But we'll keep this shut. So here's the lift. I purchased the lift a while back just because I was always renting them. So where we got to go, sorry for my hand getting in the way, is right up there where you see that hole. And that'll give us a good image around our courthouse, seeing south view. So I'll be strapping on my belt and getting to work. We're heading up there. This is, pretty decent height here. Probably say about 35 feet or so at this point, 30. So this is a 50-foot lift, and I just about used the whole thing. So, check this out. So this is the hole right here. So see if you see this light. You do? So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you push the wire towards me and I'll try to hook it. Oh, I see the wire. Hold it, just hold it right there. I'll hook it. All right, there we go. All right, folks. There we go, folks. That's gonna be our pull wire. Now we'll just run the wire over and hook our camera up. Do a quick pan around our town here. Isn't it awesome? So this is the bottom of that door where we were looking earlier, and there's a lot of walking in this job. I always tried to run up the stairs to try to keep my health real good, and here lately my toes been bothering me a little bit, so I haven't been able to move as quickly as normal. All right, Riker's going up to finish the job. He's gonna go, not Riker, sorry. That was Tucker, he looked at me funny. Yeah, Tucker's gonna go up, and you can see up there we've got our wire pulled through. And he's gonna mount a camera while Riker's on the other side. We'll test that wire. Really learn to test wires, before we put the camera up, because with IP cameras and things like that, it's you can have one wire kind of crossed or open or whatever, and you're thinking it's a camera problem or some kind of IP addressing issue or something like that, and it turns out to be that you didn't test the wire and it's not the camera. So 1904. It's been here a long time, through lots of tornadoes, lots of hurricanes. On the top, what's really interesting to do, and maybe I'll shoot another video at some point, we do the fire alarm here, and we have actually detectors up in the bell tower as well. And there's a bell up in there that was made in New York and shipped down here a long time ago. It's written on the side. That'll be for another video though. All right, so we got Tucker right here. We're about to call him and get him to aim that camera a little bit. It actually don't look too bad. We're gonna go down a little bit though. I'll probably be on the phone with Riker in just a minute. All right, problem solved. We got it going. Let's put everything up.